And I mean, you're just outside for a little bit and you are already collecting it on your clothes, on your shoes, on your hands. It is everywhere. I want to show you the latest pollen count coming in today. So keep in mind that this is actually yesterday's number, and it is in the extreme rain, that tree pollen way up there. I'm expecting tomorrow's number, which would account for today, to be even higher than that. So yes, allergy sufferers, we need the rain. We have a little bit of rain in the forecast. We made it to a high of 83 today here in the city. We're at 84 in Canton, 86 in Calhoun. Yeah, you wouldn't think that these are March temperatures, but yes, that's what we have seen for the month of March. We've been well into the 80s. So through your evening hours, we're going to stay that way as long as the sunshine is out. Once that sun sets, a comfortable evening on tap for us. Temperatures dropping down into the 70s, and tomorrow morning, a very mild start, widespread 60s. Now keep in mind, our average high for this time of year is 68, and we're not far from that to begin our Monday morning. Now, Monday afternoon, still going to be a warm one for us, but not quite as warm. Temperatures still above average in those upper 70s, about 77 here in the city. But what we're going to be tracking is a cold front, and that's going to bring in a little bit of relief in terms of a cool down for us. Now, no rain out of this for your Monday. That begins to change on Tuesday as a wedge sets up. We'll bring in more clouds throughout the day on Tuesday. And then once we head into Tuesday night, rain showers arrive, and that will carry us into early Wednesday as well. It's not a lot of rain. Let me run you through this. This is today through Wednesday evening, and most locations clocking in at less than a quarter inch of rain. We definitely need the rain. We need some beneficial rainfall. It's just not looking likely, at least for the rest of the month, really. So kind of in this dry weather pattern. But a temperature roller coaster for the next few days. Check this out. Temperatures above average tomorrow, below average for our Tuesday and Wednesday. Definitely not quite as cold as what we saw earlier this past week with temperatures in the 40s. But yes, we're going to be more in those 60s for your Tuesday and Wednesday. And then warming back up Thursday and Friday before we start to drop the numbers again heading into next weekend. So your 5-day forecast, the weekend always, and Friday back to the warmth before we're backing down into the 60s for next weekend.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much.
It was such a nice start to the beginning of spring this weekend. We had highs in the 80s both days. We actually ended up with a high of 86 this afternoon, very close to that record high of 87. Not quite as warm tomorrow, but still above average. It's going to be a warm start to the week. Tracking a cold front that's going to bring us some changes for midweek, and then temperatures returning back above average. And then, yes, we've been talking about pollen. You definitely see it out there. It is, and I actually do expect us potentially to see another extreme day for tomorrow. So we are not going to see really any relief. We are seeing those trees really bloom. It's been an incredibly warm March for us, and that is what's kick-started an early pollen season for us. Temperatures right now in the 60s and still in the 70s. To kind of put this in perspective for you, average highs for this time of year in the upper 60s. So remarkably warm this evening. Feels almost like a summer-like evening for us. These numbers dropping down to the 60s for tomorrow morning, and then through tomorrow afternoon. A nice afternoon for us. It will be a little bit breezy at times, but temperatures still back up into the upper 70s, quite comfortable for us. A cold front, that's what's going to be coming in tomorrow. No rain out of this front for your Monday, but it will kick those winds back out of the northwest, gusting up to about 20 miles an hour. And then a wedge setting up for our Tuesday and Wednesday that brings in some cooler air. It also brings in more clouds, and we're going to be tracking some rain really Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. It's not a ton of rain with this. This runs us all the way through Wednesday. Most locations seeing about a quarter inch or less. We definitely need the rainfall. We need beneficial rainfall. The drought continues across most of North Georgia. Sadly, not going to see any relief from any significant rain anytime soon. So your temperature roller coaster for this week with your